first point was merely a temporary blip. And Rafters won 17 of the last 18 points on his serve.
Yes, confirmed. Sampras trailing in tiebreakers this year.
Not time to come up with your second double fault. After a second double fault as well.
Yes, and you could sense how disappointed he was at having missed that ace, because he'd really given it his all. He'd hit it really well. It was just long.
He was there as well. In fact, there with a bit of time to spare.
Yes, it was quite playable, but I suppose really he would have preferred it not to have struck the net, so one can say that it benefited Sampras. Just threw him off, and we've seen him play so many good backhands. It would have been a comfortable backhand for Rafter.
Four successive games for Pete Sampras as they've turned this tiebreak on its head.
Yes, he didn't strike the forehand all that well, Sampras. He didn't hit it as hard as he would normally do. But he did what really Rafter had been doing to him earlier on, kept the ball low. And Rafter needs a first serve here, having served the double and the missed first serve.
Well, the call came very late. Frew was signifying that the ball was clearly out.
Yes, a slightly late call, and it's a call that sort of gives you hope if you're Sampras, and makes you wonder.
Three set points.
Well, he's putting a lot of pressure on himself with these missed first serves. On the line, surely. Please.
Tough, in fairness to Norman Chris, to overrule on the far sideline, but some sharp intrigue.
I can't touch that one, Patrick.
Yes, I quite agree, but Evans, it's only set point.
Yeah, and it's cost Rafter the set. It's Sampras who wins it, taking the tiebreak by 7 points to 4.
Sampras really has been trotting all the way through, just an occasional sprint.
So now Sampras with his best opportunity.
Yes, both of them really are just a little suspect on those backhand returns, particularly if the ball gets up a little higher than they anticipate.
Third double fault from Rafter, and it gives Sampras his first break points of the match. And there's the difference. Rafter had 3 break points in the first set, converts on none. Sampras has his first, converts, and suddenly the world #1 has got a grip on the match. Extraordinary how a contest can swing like this in 5-10 minutes of play.
And it so often seems to happen to people like Sampras. It never seems to go the other way, or rarely. I mean, he played some nice backhands early on, but they were always inconsistent. And here in this game, of course, he's buoyed now by winning the first set against the odds, and he makes 2 really pretty decent backhand returns, particularly that last one, because the serve actually got through a lot more quickly. It wasn't the kicker. Rafter hit across the ball, and it skidded through, and we've seen so many players this week late on that sort of serve. The ball seems to hurry off the court, and yet Sampras timed it perfectly. There has to be well, I was going to say there has to be an element of luck in it, but he does it so often.
That's why he's #1
in a million. And after that, it's been pretty high. Last year, 3.7 million. This year, he's already over the $1 million for the year.
After taking a leaf out of Samson's book and waving a friendly thank you to the line judge, of course, it was the one who went against him on the set point. Yes, Pete's the only one over 1.5 million so far this year. And with the biggest prize money Grand Slam to come and the big end of season tournaments, Stuttgart, Paris indoors, ATP Championships, Grand Slam Cup, there's a lot of money coming his way if he keeps fit. fifth ace. As we reach the hour mark. All of a sudden seems to have tipped nicely into gear.
Yes, looking, I suppose, a little rusty in the first set. But as you say, looking pretty well oiled now. That game was really just like Wimbledon, wasn't it?
Chris volley.
Yes, many more net points played, and you can see him tilting the racket head back long before he actually made contact with that, looking to slice it. Always think of Tony Roach with backhand volleys and the tilting of the racket head.
So we're back into the pattern of Rafter holding serve comfortably. Trouble is, he's the only man to have dropped serve. 2-1 Sampras, second set. So Patrick Rafter has got a fathom-out way of breaking the Sampras serve. He had his chances in the first set, 3 break points. But Sampras sitting pretty now. Won the tiebreak and leading 2-1 with his own serve to come in the second set. Playing for a place in the quarterfinals against Kavelnikov.
A nice guider, just waiting for the ball to come to him, and I think it'll mean that Sampras will stay back now behind second serves again.
He's asking the linesman at his end what he thought at the call at the far end, and if the linesman at his end has got any sense, he will stay very stum.
Yes, he said, did you see that? The linesman might have said, yes, it was a horrible miss hit.